Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video I want to show you Chinese-made mini skid steer loaders and mini excavators from different perspectives. I'll talk about its manufacturing process and some important issues you should pay attention to, including some topics that many of you are concerned about. First, let me introduce myself. I am a mechanical engineer from China with extensive experience in mechanical design, and I own my own factory. Although it's not very large, it has all the necessary conditions to produce these mini skid steer loaders and excavators. In terms of our comprehensive processes, meticulous management, and advanced equipment, we possess absolutely everything that is truly required. So we are consistently able to produce exceptionally high quality, robust mini skid steer loaders. So first of all, speaking of these mini skid steer loaders and excavators from China, I have to mention the American auction market. Since 2023, many auction sites in North America have seen the appearance of these mini skid steer loaders and mini excavators from China. They all come from China, specifically from Jining, Shandong. What I want to say is, in the very beginning, they became extremely popular in both the European and American markets, very much in demand. At first, people saw them as highly cost-effective products, these mini skid steer loaders. Initially, people thought they could use them to handle some tasks in their own backyards, jobs that you felt were within their capabilities. But after we spent several $1,000s to bring it home, we suddenly realized, as time went on, after a few months, or even just a month, these machines started to become less reliable. In other words, the cost effectiveness that people saw in them began to gradually disappear. Why is that? Because all sorts of malfunctions started to appear, including things like the engine failing to start, hydraulic oil leaks, the oil pump losing pressure, the motor leaking oil, and so on, a whole series of problems. All these issues that trouble everyone started to emerge. When these problems appeared, I want to say that at first people had very high expectations for these machines because they spent just a few $1,000s to buy something that could rival those $40,000 machines from brands like Kubota, Bobcat, or Toro Dingo. So I think at the beginning, the cost performance was definitely there. Why do I say that? Because you only spent a few $1,000s to get equipment with the same functions and features as those big brands to do some work around your home or on your farm. So why did this cost performance start to disappear over time? Well, of course, I have to mention the rising costs and the emergence of dealers. They squeezed the factories, which resulted in the factories having no profit, so they started cutting corners and looking for ways to produce things differently. Yeah, products that customers can't even use. In other words, what we now call these products have become trash, just a pile of industrial waste. Of course, as time goes on, when many customers have to choose to purchase this equipment again, they have to be extra cautious. Why? Because no one wants to lose thousands of dollars and end up buying a pile of junk that can't do anything, that can't accomplish anything at all. So after talking so much in this video about the auction site, and these mini skid steer loaders and mini excavators, I think that's enough for now. In the next video, we want to share more with everyone. That is, why were these products such a great value at the very beginning, but now, 2 years later, these machines have started to become, well, looked down upon. Some even call them industrial waste. In the next video, we want to talk about how to avoid these so-called industrial wastes, how to choose these products, and whether we can still find quality machines at the auction site. We'll discuss this topic further in our next video. Thank you, everyone.